As some of you may know, we left off in a recent video with picking up an Integra sedan shell to fix this Integra sedan. This was my $50 car that I bought in college and built it out of junkyard parts and just random pieces from Facebook Marketplace. Now the shell that we got was also found on Facebook Marketplace, and I owe it to you guys because a lot of you sent over this link and it was nearby, and the seller was actually willing to deliver it to me. So this is what we got here to work with. In that recent video when we received it, I was skeptical about some potential bodywork that was done. I didn't know if this was filled with Bondo because I saw some bodywork evidence. I did find some filler here. Luckily it's not too deep and it's not rust repaired. Therefore, I'm gonna continue with taking these quarter panels off of this no title shell and putting it on mine. So a couple things I wanna do today is get the rest of this body filler completely removed. And I think my friend Mikey's gonna come by and he's gonna just inspect the panels. He's gonna try and repair them before I take them off the car because, believe it or not, it's easier to repair body damage with the quarter panel fully intact on the car. We'll see how far we get today. Let's get at it. I think what I should do first is maybe sand off the rest of this paint here just so when Mikey comes, this car is ready to rock. So I'll have to take off the bumper, taillights, trunk. If you wanna get up to date on this $50 Integra, I have a video down below of me building it throughout the years and just how it ended up here in this place today. This will probably be the last time this car looks complete. Jeez, look at the sunburn from the seatbelt. Ooh, we got a quarter in here. Montana, 2007. I am honestly dreading trying to figure out how to get this out. Looks like it was fiberglassed in. Is there a way to remove this fiberglass adhesive, or am I just screwed? It's pretty wild to see a latch right here. You know, I never had this installed on mine. Why does this look tan, but spray painted black? Factory speakers? This guy definitely had a sub back here, but didn't want to replace the speakers? Interesting. With everything I'm taking off, I always make it a good habit and a good point to put all the hardware back where it goes. Even if I'm not using it, it's just good to keep track of it like that. Let's see how crusty these things are. Oh my gosh, paper thin. Satisfying moment, intrusive thoughts. Oh, didn't even go in, just disintegrated. One more time. Yep. All right. What do we got left back here? I think we should be good. I kind of want to take out the harness since I do plan to fully remove this harness and put it in my sedan. Luckily there's not too many wires back here. I guess continuing on, what we can do is removing this trim. So in order to get this silver piece slash black piece off, we gotta get the rubber grommet off. So let's carefully pop out these clips. These seals are pretty hard to find and they don't make them anymore. So I'm gonna try and take my time with it and keep these intact. So far so good. Okay, good. Keep all those together. So now we have access to these screws. Probably just take the rest of this off though. Is that connected on top too? No way, this is one piece. That's actually pretty intense. It just tees off. Okay, well, guess we're gonna remove the whole thing, start to finish. This is such a weird feeling having a door handle here. I'm so used to my busted side. Not for long though, thanks to you guys who sent me some parts. How does this come off? I've never actually taken this trim off before. It looks like this comes out this way. Green clips. Whoop. I've literally never done this. I didn't look up a video. Just rolling with it. Looks like I only broke 2 of these clips. Hopefully we can still buy those new. Wow, I can't believe this is one piece. How does this come off now? It still feels like it's in there. Most in-depth weather stripping seal I've ever dealt with. Okay, one side. Some plastic in there. Man, I wish they still had these available new. It'd be cool to replace these. Oh, that hook's in the bottom. Look at all the grooves in here. And there's like extra lining. Wow. Does this slide up? Yep, it does. Okay, and it looks like this is maybe 2-piece. Looks like it's kind of connected here. We'll try and take it off as one full unit though. I got all the screws out. Don't want to bend this or break this. Try and do it evenly. Okay, okay. That just, wow, that wasn't so bad. Can we see the spot welds yet? No. Okay, we're under here. There they are. We're gonna be drilling all these guys out. Just like the old days. S13 and Gloria build. This is basically gonna mimic the Gloria build, let's be honest. While we're this deep, might as well take off the gas door. Another GSR piece. Premium. Man, I love this blue. Should I paint the car this blue when it's done? It's gonna need a full respray, of course. Let's keep that theme going with putting all the hardware back. I'd say we have this thing stripped down a decent amount in the back. Everything is all cleared out that I'm going to be using. Got the wires out of the way in case it rains. Now let's focus on sanding the bodywork off of this quarter panel because Mikey is on his way. So you can still see there's a little bit of filler right around here. We found some previous bodywork in the last video right here. Luckily it wasn't rust repair and I think we can still save this panel, but we'll know for sure how deep we're in as soon as Mr. Mikey shows up. We got Mr. Mikey, the boss fabricator, in the house. Mikey, what do we think? Is this thing cooked? Savable?
No, this one's good. The other one is very cooked.
The one we're saving is cooked.
The one we're saving is pretty toasted. So to do this quarter, I'd section it here.
Okay.
So you got a couple here. Just drill these out.
Peel it up.
You were talking about this rear body coming with?
Yeah, I want to see if I can take both quarters off with the trunk rear skin, just so I can verify that it's the right dimension on that car since it's been, you know, hit so many times.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I should probably work on getting the interior out of the Integra sedan too. This thing has so much junk in it. I hate to reveal this, but you know what? We all start somewhere. Look at how cooked this thing is. This was one of my first times ever welding, and yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like it didn't happen because it did. Now we're here to correct it. I'm surprised this held up so long without cracking, because it was cut all the way down here on both sides too. You can see the line there too. Oh well, you know. We did film a little skit. Look at how much Bondo was on it. Certified clapper. So I'm gonna start by trying to clear up some of this area here. This is just the window adhesive stuff. And then when we get to it, we got some other tools that we're gonna be utilizing. I always dread this part though. You know, I expected this fully to be a flat edge, but it looks like there's a ridge in here, which I guess does add structural rigidity, but makes it really annoying for removing the old adhesive. Guess we'll just wire wheel the rest. So what we're doing with this first stage here is exposing the spot welds. You can see all these tiny little indents. Those are what are holding this entire car together. minus a few nuts and bolts here and there, but mostly spot welds, at least on the frame side of things. So the next thing I want to do is clear the paint off of any other area near a spot weld that I will be utilizing in the future, because I've learned that it is a lot easier to prep the paint with the spot weld still intact versus with this hole bore out, because sometimes these wire wheel attachments will get caught inside. You'll either blow up your panel, fold your edges, or shave off your, I guess, bristles early. And I always wear safety glasses when using these, because sometimes these metal shards can break off and either stick to your skin, hit you, I don't know. And I would not want that in my eyeball, so I only get one set of eyes. All right, we're making some great progress. Got all these prepped on top, inside the car as well. I am gonna need to remove the skirts still. We'll get to that eventually. I thought this was the quarter panel seam, but it turns out it's lipped towards the back. So we got some here to drill out. And now we decide where we want to remove this quarter panel from the rest of the body. Because remember I said I wanted to try and keep the whole rear as one piece. Might be a little difficult to maneuver off, but if we can do it, that's going to save me a lot of time and ensure fitment that much more. So looking in the back here, there are some spot welds that are showing to the trunk pan. Let's get this bash bar out of the way so we can see the rest of the spot welds. Oof, this thing's junk. Can't really get to these spot welds with this in the way. At this point, everything is prepped except for the rocker panel section. So in order to get to those, let's take these skirts off. Now it's a pretty interesting method to remove these. Gotta start by taking off the front screws. Next step is getting under the skirt and finding all the little tabs. These things always break when coming off. You should technically screw them out a little bit, but I never have luck with them working. They're made out of rubber. Sometimes you can get away with just yanking them out. That one didn't break. Once you got all the tabs out, all you gotta do actually is slide the skirt forward. Also, this has always bothered me, but the skirts are not flush from the factory. Check that gap out, then flush in the front. Isn't that crazy? That kind of bothers me. It's not much, but come on, guys. Did I miss a clip? Oh, it's just stubborn. Yeah, see how they slide in this channel here? And they slide in these grooves. Interesting design. Alright, what are we working with? To take them out, you just twist them 90. You can pull it up. Oh, that's pretty obvious. Cool. Are there any here? Oh yeah, there's a couple in the center here too. We are going to take a quick break from working on the Integra sedan because our homie Mr. Ray pulled up. Ray's got this purple Prelude. What's going on, Ray?
What up?
What are we working on today?
Gonna fix a rust hole. Pretty much the worst part of the whole car since I bought it like 5 years ago. It's not the outside, it's on the inside.
Let's take a look. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, it's just for aerodynamics.
Works good when you know you're at a car show or something and you're trying to plug your car into like the wall, like the tender.
You just put it through
yeah,
there.
put the wire through there, you know, instead of having it hang over the fender or something.
Are you sure you want to close this rust hole up then? Seems pretty functional.
Yeah, I'll figure out another way.
So he's got this piece here from a junkyard car, and we need roughly this area transferred over. So this should be fun. Looks like ideally we should probably take off this cold air intake pipe, maybe see how many wires we can get out of the way. I'll start with cutting out the rust here, because it looks like we have plenty of metal to work with, luckily. So we'll just get all the rot out of the way and then make a measurement and see how far up this we need to cut. Let's do a test fit. Alright, looks like we have a decent area to work with now. This might be easier to cut from the bottom, so I'm going to start with just cutting maybe a 1/2 inch back and verifying that it's still metal there and not rotted. I left plenty of extra slack just in case we need it. This should be good. Before we cut though, let's get some welding blankets so we don't ruin your engine with sparks. I think I put those in here. Yeah. Fire blankets, not moving blankets. Because if you do that, sometimes they catch on fire.
Yeah, I've made that mistake.
Have you really? Me too. Dude, I almost caught the Gloria on fire when I was welding it. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna cut here, maybe up to here to start us off. I think that is a good start. All right, let's see how we did. Here you go, sir.
Probably still
Is it hot? My bad, I have clothes on.
No, I grabbed the seam sealer. Yeah.
All right, luckily it looks like solid metal where we cut. I'm gonna use the wire wheel and flappy disc, and we can verify that underneath. But rust has been deleted. Is that one hot?
Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Alright, so we got the metal prepped on the bottom side. Now we can trim this down 2 sides since we verified all the metal on the bottom is good to weld to. So, I'm going to put it on the bottom. I'm going to just try and align this seam since we know that goes straight. And we got our marker here. I'm going to put straight down. This is not a cut line. This is just like, you know, the problem area. So we know to add about 1 inch or maybe a 1/2 inch longer than this. Okay. Oh, it's looking good. Woo! Dude, this is gonna be smooth actually. Just gotta finish welding this guy up. But that fitment is looking great. Overlap on the bottom. Perfect. What? This didn't turn out half bad.
Huh?
Pretty good. Got the bottom done too. We could have just used a patch panel, but we had the spare parts. It lined up perfectly, and we got the factory, you know, I guess, spot weld spot in the engine bay for aesthetic pleasures. Now we're gonna put some paint protection on there. Looks like you got some primer. Is this? Oh, we got some undercoating too.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to clean this section up and put some layers of paint down there and protect it. Ray laid down some primer. Hell yeah. A grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't. It's looking pretty good, dude.
Do some undercoating down here too.
Undercoating?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Rust free. We're doing some wheel test fitting just for fun. Look at what Tay's got on the rear for FC. Oh, it's so good. These are the SSRs I built for the Gloria. Man. It's crazy what a dished rear lip does to the whole vibe of the car. We tried these Vel sides on. They look sick from the side, but the offset is just way too weak. They're like 18 by 10 plus 40. Ridiculous. These are like 18 by 10 plus probably 15-ish. What are you doing? Sorry. With Tay messing around with some wheels, I think I want to mess around with some wheels. I have had these RG2s on here ever since I've gotten back from the road trip. I think it's time to switch things up a bit. We have a show tomorrow, so I don't know, it's kind of fun to go to a show and just pop out completely different. I say completely different, we're just changing wheels around. Out of all the wheels I have, these have been the most requested to go on the Skyline. That's probably because they're made for Skylines.
I think you should put RG2s back on. Like just swap.
I can't even picture this car in RG2s.
Exactly, that's why it would be cool. Unless you want to put the SSRs on.
That's what I was gonna do.
SSRs and then RG2s.
But I feel like this car just needs matching wheels.
I see. Do you have a matching set of the SSRs?
Yeah, I just gotta rebuild the fronts.
I see.
They're all taken apart.
I see.
So just as a reference, these wheels are 18 by 9 plus, I think 29. 18 by 9 plus 30 is considered GTR spec. Basically all that means is that's the size GTR wheels came in from the factory. So I have like 30 mil spacers to make these things sit right. I think I don't need a spacer on those other wheels, so we'll see. Racing the Lightning. Good tire wear.
Is this like your favorite wheel purchase?
This was probably my best deal wheel purchase, I'd say.
Let's see.
Shout out to Mr. Sean who hooked it up. No spacer.
That's good. The rain is coming any minute. Hear the thunder and the lightning back here. Gangster fitment back here, babe. Tucking. First Gloria on RG2s, perhaps.
Perhaps. It has to have been done. I've never seen it. This looks good with this collar.
It does. Ooh. Damn. I think that's the move, not gonna lie.
Makes it look faster.
It does. More mature.
It's a mature wheel.
It is.
Okay, Gloria looks pretty poppin' on chrome, but we already knew that. Let's check out the R34. Yes, it's just so timeless. What do you guys think? RG2s or LMGT4s? OG bronze or chrome? I don't know why we thought swapping wheels was more important than putting project cars in garages, because now we got swimming pools in the back seat. Looks pretty dirty too. Ugh. Yeah, look, it's like all puddled up. I'm just glad we were able to finish your car in time.
I know.
That was like perfect timing.
It literally was.
Primer and everything. So good. second. We are 1 minute away from the show.
I don't know how, does he approve this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Find out.
The boss is home.
I thought you were just coming home with an engine.
Yeah, this is just an engine.